Hi and welcome to Mike's Corner. It's another episode of the AliExpress Streaming Challenge. In this series of videos, what we're doing, we're getting stuff from AliExpress to create a streaming setup on the cheap. So, in previous videos, what we've done the webcam, we've done the microphone, and we've done the mouse. Now, there's another peripheral you're going to need if you want to have a streaming setup, and that's the keyboard. So without further ado, let's have a look at the T-Wolf T20 RGB keyboard from AliExpress. Let's get unboxing.
Let's get right onto this. Will it be a win or be a miss? It's the AliExpress Streaming Challenge. What items will we unbox today? It's the AliExpress Streaming Challenge. Wonderful things might be coming your way. Let's get right onto this. Will it be a win or be a miss? It's the AliExpress Streaming Challenge. What items will we unbox today? It's the AliExpress Streaming Challenge. The boxes will be crushed, but wonderful things may be coming your way.
Here we have the T-Wolf T20 Rainbow Backlit Gaming Keyboard. Suspension caps, hollow characters, rainbow backlit, laser carving hollow character suspension, mechanical feel. Yeah. Funny story on this keyboard. I was actually going to order a mechanical gaming keyboard, and AliExpress like to do this swapperoo where you order something that's on the main thing, but it replaces it with something else on the actual checkout. And I was like, what the heck's this? And it ended up that I did check it, and I didn't check what they did. So this is on me, but nevertheless, it's mechanical feel, right? And look at this. Look at this nice AliExpress damage. The box has taken a bit of a beating, and nothing really to write home about on the sides. The AliExpress sticker, as always. And on the back, we've got basically just multimedia key shortcuts, floating keycap design, mechanical handle. There's nothing. You can put as much stuff on this as you want. It ain't mechanical. Carved hello character, rainbow backlit design. Yeah, okay. So it's got a picture of the actual keyboard here, and I'm not expecting much. It's not a mechanical keyboard, so let's pop it open and have a look. Okay, well, at least they put some protective covering on it. That's a good start. Wow, that's super thin. That's a super thin keyboard cable right there. That's ridiculous. Is that even thinner than the mouse cable? I'm going to go and get the mouse. Hold on a second and we'll have a look. So here we have the mouse from the last kind of couple of videos ago. That's insane. Look at that. It's noticeably smaller. The rest of this keyboard better be great. Okay. And out it comes. So anything else in the box? There is. Oh, there's a warranty card. That's absolutely funny. There's a warranty card on this. That's a laugh. Okay, so what have we got here? Let's have a look at the build quality of this, shall we? There's no support on that keyboard whatsoever. That is absolutely terrible on that front. But you're not going to be flexing your keyboard like this, are you? I mean, it's a keyboard, so it's going to be sitting. It's quiet, I'll give it that. But it just feels like I'm typing on a sponge. There's some resilience going on here. So when I'm pressing down on the buttons, there's obviously a plunger in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop one of these off because it definitely feels like there's a plunger there. And yeah, it's definitely a plunger design. Really not the best design in keyboards. And what I'm noticing is it's got this kind of weird keyboard arc to it where a keyboard will normally have kind of an arc to the keys. It won't be straight. They come down like in a cinema. They'd be in different levels. But it appears to be, it gets to about here, and then it goes back up again. So it's going down, 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 and this is the bottom layer. Then it goes up for this layer. So it's kind of weird. Look how low down that shift key is compared to the other keys. All those keys on this line are noticeably lower. That can't be right. Let's have a look around underneath. So that it does have adjustable feet, which I would recommend to use on this particular keyboard. It does sit very flat. So with those up, it kind of gives it a nicer angle downwards. I still don't like it. It's a horrid feel. Well, I'm not holding much hope for this, but let's see if we can get some lights going, shall we? Not even with the RGB, sadly, is the keyboard looking any better. And I was hoping this would be the redeeming factor of the T-Wolf T20 keyboard. Pause the video. This keyboard is garbage. Stop. I don't want to review it anymore. It's absolute rubbish. So I'm going to call my wife for a substitution. Now, last year we did a substitution on the webcam for the AliExpress challenge. This year we're going to do a substitution on the keyboard because this T20 keyboard is the worst. Now, my substitution can come from any purchase I want. So not necessarily AliExpress. It could come from Amazon. So I've ordered the substitution, and with some YouTube magic, let's have a look at the Zi YOULANG T60 mechanical keyboard from Amazon. Let's get unboxing. Here we have the Zi YOULANG T60 mechanical key. Oh, what the heck is this doing? Here we have the Zi YOULANG T60 mechanical RGB backlight keyboard. Look at this. Look at the box. No damage. No damage at all. It's got 18 effects RGB backlights, mechanical shaft, suspension keycaps, or key, no rush. Comfortable feel. It's ultra durable modular mechanical switch. This, look at the box. Look how nice this looks. Let's have a little look around. UK layout, of course. Just the normal stuff. Zi YOULANG. Anything on the side? More logos. Yeah. Really nice looking box, really. And it's got some function keys that tell you can actually do different things with the function keys. And yeah, nice looking box. And I tell you what, it's heavy. The actual box is heavy, which is surprising because in all honesty, the prices between this one and the other one weren't really that much. They're very close in price. So look, we do have a label on the side here, and it's just basically just UK, stuff like that. Really, I'm very impressed with the weight of this box. So let's hope there's good things on the inside. So let's pop it open and have a quick look. So can it be better than the last keyboard? I think it probably can. Nice little layer of protection there in the instruction manual. What have we got in the box? USB-C cable. Ah, it's got removable switches. How ridiculously cool. Removable switches. Now, as I said, the price difference between this and the other one isn't worth talking about. So let's have a look at what we've got here. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. The feel, the keys are smooth. They're really nice. It's got no weird angle on it. It's It's a very, very nice looking keyboard. So I brought you in for a closer look of this keyboard. It's a really nice feeling keyboard. The keys make a really nice noise when I'm pressing on them. It's even got a little logo on the side here. This is ridiculously good quality for the price. And it's got the USB-C connection at the side. So let's pop one of these keys off and have a look to see. So what we're going to do is use the included tool to pop one of the keys off, just to have a look at the micro switches underneath. And there we have a red micro switch. And we actually get 2 spare micro switches in the pack, which is pretty cool. So let's pop this back on again. Let's get this plugged in and see how this looks. So quick click over the instructions and it tells you there are some keyboard shortcuts for changing the lighting effects on the keyboard. Now, there appears to be 2 different versions of this, one that's got multicolor LEDs in it and one that's got static color LEDs in it. I think this is a cheaper version with the static color LEDs in it, but maybe the actual switches can be swapped out for multicolor switches and it would actually make it multicolor. But let's have a look at the LEDs. So here we have a look at the T60 keyboard, and instantly these backlights are hugely superior to the other keyboard. Well, look at this. It's quite pretty as a keyboard goes. Now, the actual function key, if you press that down and then press this key, you can change the different lighting effects. Now, I understand you can see a little bit of flicker. I think that's just because of my camera and the LEDs. In person, you cannot see the flicker at all. So if we press down the function key and then this little key up here, which is like a backslash key, but there is also a backslash key down here. If we press that, it will change the different modes that the keyboard will do and the different lighting effects you can see it's doing here. Now there are different keys you can press as well. So there's a speed key and a brightness key that you can press also. This is the brightness. You can turn it down or turn it up. And there's also, you can change this, basically the speed of which this goes. So I can up the speed of that and it goes faster. So it's pretty cool, really. And you can see it. You can see the keys when it's actually lit up, unlike the other keyboard where the LED lights didn't really do anything with the keys. It was mostly the back that lit up, not the actual character on the keys like they do on here. So a couple of things to note as well. There is no height adjustment on this, so you don't have the little legs that come out from underneath, but it sits up quite high anyway. And let's try to do the bend test. That's a solid keyboard. No bend on that keyboard whatsoever. So this is looking like a pretty good keyboard. So now I've turned all the lights off in the room and instantly you can see the difference. Compared to the other one, this is day and night. It's just a very, very, very cool looking keyboard. So now let's test the keyboard to see how it feels like when I'm just typing in some general stuff. It really feels nice. I mean, really feels nice. So there we have the 2 keyboards we've looked at for the AliExpress streaming challenge. The T-Wolf T20 or the Zi YOULANG T60. I think we know who won this. So, the Zi YOULANG T60 keyboard has won, and it was the substitute keyboard from the AliExpress equivalent that we purchased. Now, should we talk about price? Because I did say that this keyboard wasn't that much more expensive than that keyboard. Do you want to know how much that keyboard cost? Well, the T-Wolf cost me £9.59. That's special. However, the Zi YOULANG cost me £14.56. There is a £5 difference between that and this. And I would recommend this every day of the week. So that brings me to the end of this video, and that was the only substitution I could do on this challenge. One substitution per challenge, and that was it. And I think that's a great substitution. But if this has helped you, stop buying that junk and buy one of these, think about whacking a comment, whack a like and subscribe, put a comment in there if you've brought one of those, sadly, or if you've even brought one of these on my recommendation. Throw a comment in there, put a thumbs up. But as always, thanks for watching, and I shall catch you on the next AliExpress Streaming Challenge video.